Welcome to the training on your content ecosystem. So now you understand the funnel, the flow of marketing, and the intention of the different types of posts, which we're going to get into in just a moment, that you need to be creating weekly to consistently bring in clients to your business, convert those clients, and build a community of diehard fans, ultimately, who just love everything that you're doing and want to share about it with the world. So I want to look at this from a ecosystem perspective. All right. So we're going to look at it from the idea of like, it is a living thing. Your marketing is a living thing that everything is working together to create the impact, to build the community, and make the sales that you desire to make. So when we think about the different types of content and their intentions, we have the intention for reach and generation, lead generation. These are the seeds. This is the content that is the seeds. It's putting it out there. You're planting the seeds into the world. You're putting the tendrils into the earth to start growing something from it. Okay, to start growing your audience. So we put the seeds out, and those seeds will then begin to bring in the potential, the growth that we're looking for, right? Now, we put the seeds out with our reach and our generation, but then we start to nurture. So this is the water and the food and the care, right? The nurturing content is really what helps your audience grow and what helps your bank account grow. This is the thing that is going to create long-lasting relationships and trust and authority in the space. This is your body of work. This is the place where we're gonna create most of the content, because this is the value-based content. We need to be in this nurturing phase always. You are never exempt from the nurturing phase. I don't care if your garden looks like this and there are sunflowers for fucking years. Like, you can see sunflowers forever. We are continuing nurturing the soil. We are nurturing those plants. We are nurturing them so they can continue to grow and thrive. Your content in the nurturing phase is helping your business grow and thrive. It is not just about, I'm going to put up an educational post today so I can get someone to buy from me. No, you are creating a body of work. You are creating something that is going to not only nurture and build the relationships that you desire to create and build the brand that is known and stands out online, but you're also going to have a body of work behind you that you can pull from at any moment. I have 3 years of daily content. That's over 1,000 pieces of content that I can pull from at any moment, that I can recreate at any moment, that I can refer someone to at any moment, that someone can find at any moment. This is the water, food, and the care of your business. And you have to understand that someone could jump immediately from the seed to sprout and become a sale, right? But they still need the nurture, the food, and the care for all of the other people that are there, because most people are going to need that already. Most people are going to need that for the long term. You are going to have people in your audience that find you and buy from you the minute that they find from you, the minute they find you. This will happen the better your content gets. But again, the body of work that you have is contributing to that. The nurture content that you created is contributing to that, because if someone finds your page and it's nothing but images of your sale and some random post over here about this where there's like literally no messaging and it's just inspirational, fluffy personal development stuff, and like, you know, some other pictures of your podcast, and then another sales post, there's no nourishment. There's nothing there to nurture that person. But if you have this body of work because you've you've put the effort in to do this, and again, content is queen. It deserves your attention. It deserves your time. It is a body of work. And so when you have that and you've created that and you put a seed out, and then someone comes to your page and you have a year's worth of content that they could binge and consume in that moment, that speaks to their fears and their pains and their desires and their possibility, and teaches them and inspires them and motivates them, helps them see that you believe like they believe, creates perspective shifts, provides tremendous value just in a matter of reading it in 10 minutes, and they can go through 10 posts and get tremendous value and literally be like, I want to hire this person. That is what we're doing with our nurture content. So you can see how someone could jump from here to here to here very quickly, from reach to nurture to convert very, very quickly to sale, right? And how it could happen so fucking fast. But you can also see how reach to nurture could then build community, could then build sales, right? Could then convert. How they might stay in the nurturing phase and be in community for a while and then come to the sales. So everything is working for everything. But if you don't have this key piece of the nurture content in there, then you're missing out. And this is the content that you can feel like either, you know, sometimes you'll have tremendous benefit from it, and sometimes you're going to pour your heart and soul into it, and you're going to spend a lot of time, and it might not get the engagement that you desire. It might not make the sale that day, but you don't know what that piece of content is going to do for you for the next year. That could be, it could provide so much. So I just want you to really think that that water, food, and care is something that always has to be happening in order for your business to thrive and blossom and grow. Now, after they go through the nurture, then we're creating conversion content. This is where we begin to blossom, right? This is the conversion content where we speak to we build problem, we speak to the problems and desires, we present the solution, we use sales copywriting to convert people into our programs and our sales, we build awareness or programs and our offers, we build awareness around those programs and the offers and what we are selling, and then it converts to sales, right? So it converts to the sale, and then we have community, but everything is working together. And the more sales that we begin to have, then our harvest starts to grow. And then we have this community piece over here where we start to maintain and cultivate. This is where we nurture past seed and cultivate specific growth for our ideal future harvest. What that means is that we begin to grow an audience of our ideal clients, our soul match clients, people who are die hard for our brand and our offers and are joining everything, buying quickly, telling other people about us. We're creating massive impact with our content and our work, and people are excited to talk about our message, and we're creating a movement, right? That's really what we're looking for here. So I want you to think about your content like an ecosystem. Everything is working together. Everything is feeding everything. Everything is selling everything. It's all working. So even when you have multiple different offers, this community piece, the nurture piece, those pieces of content are always going to have a similar mission, right? Your tone, your brand values, your messaging, who you're talking to. So everything is selling everything all the time, and everything is working together create a thriving and blossoming business where you're attracting dream clients consistently and making the money and the sales that you deserve. Okay. So that is how your content works. Now let's start to talk about your messaging before we get into any of the types of content that you should be creating or anything like that. We need to talk about messaging, because without messaging, you're not going to be able to reach the heartbeats that you came here to serve. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the messaging miracle training next.